The Kentucky Derby back with full in-person attendance this year. They're expecting 45,000 people, and we all know it means horses, it means hats, it means mint juleps, but food is also a big draw. Joining us to share some of those dishes that you can make at home ahead of the Derby is Derby head chef Kenneth Hardiman. Chef, thank you so much for being here today.
Heather, thank you for having me on. I'm excited.
Well, so I hear that it takes 1,000 pounds of Vidalia onions to make this happen.
Oh yes, we're probably pushing a little bit over, but yeah, definitely for the dishes and what we're preparing for this year's Derby.
Well, let's talk about what you're preparing this year. So let's get right into it. I want to see the creation. What have you got for us?
All right, so one of the creations that we have for your at-home Derby party, we have the Vidalia onion and bourbon tarte tatin. It's a spin-off of a classical French dish that I love. We have our butter melted in our cast iron skillet. We're going to add some sugar. This is going to create our caramel sauce. Then we're going to take our slices of Vidalia onion and layer them in the pan. If you don't have the holes to fill up, you're going to take the pieces of the Vidalia onion and just plop them in there to just make sure it covers the whole pan. Make sure your caramel is spread evenly. We'll season it with some salt and some pepper, and then one of the things I like to do is take some fresh thyme leaves and sprinkle on top of the onions. It's a great accent to Vidalia onions and the sweetness, and then we're going to deglaze it with some water to help fortify that caramel sauce. Then the secret weapon, bourbon. Maybe take a sip while you're making this as well. Then we're going to add our puff pastry sheets on top of this, seal the edges of the puff pastry in it, and then it's bake ready for the oven. We'll pop it in the oven and bake it until it is done. Once that is done, we'll pull it out, let it cool down to room temperature. And here's the tricky part here, probably the fun part too as well. You get to flip it out and test your skills and see if you're able to do this, and pop it out, and then voila, you have the Vidalia onion and bourbon tarte tatin. I like to finish off with a little salt. That's going to bring out the sweetness of the Vidalia onions. They're bruleed and nice and caramelized. Finish it with some local goat cheese, and then also some more fresh thyme to get those flavor pockets in there. Then I like to drizzle it with a little bit of local honey at the very end. Your pie's ready to go. I mean, look how beautiful that looks.
Oh my goodness.
I'll take a wedge of that and then plate it up, and then finish it off with some fresh cracked pepper, and then bon appetit. You're ready to go.
Sweet and savory. Real quick, Chef, where do folks get these Vidalia onions? Because I don't see them all the time in the stores.
Well, there's a very short season for them. It's only the windows from April through August. So I would highly recommend, if you're able to get these Vidalia onions. They're sweet little gems. You can eat them raw. You can eat get their natural sugars caramelized down. And I actually have some other recipes that you're able to find if you want to cook other things with Vidalia onions at www.kentuckyderby.com/party. And if you want more information on Vidalia onions as well, go to vidaliaonion.org, please.
Oh, I absolutely love it. If we can't make it to the Derby this year to see you, which of course we wish we could, we'll make it at home and drink a little bourbon and toast to all the ponies. Chef, thank you so much for the great ideas. That looks absolutely delicious. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, good luck on Derby Day. We'll see you soon.